Hello everyone, I'm teacher Vanessa, and today's lesson is still about the inspiring young woman Malala. Last time we read through her story. Today we are going to review her story before discussing two important sustainable development goals related to her experience. Are you ready? Let's get started. First, the story starts with Malala on a school truck with 14 other female students. The truck stopped on a busy road in Pakistan. Suddenly, two men wearing masks jumped on the truck. One asked, "Which one is Malala?" No one answered, but some looked at Malala. Then the man shot her in the head and quickly left. Malala fell to the ground with blood dripping from her head. Now, I want you to think, why do you think Malala was targeted by this man? Yes, because Malala spoke out for girls' right to education, and some people like the Taliban did not want girls to go to school. Next, the story tells us about Malala's background. She grew up in northern Pakistan, a very beautiful city, but from 2007 to 2009, this area was controlled by the Taliban. The Taliban forbade girls from going to school and even blew up more than 100 girls' schools. Malala believed that education is a right no one can take away, so she became an advocate for equal educational rights for girls. In 2009, she started writing blogs for the BBC about life under Taliban rule. Even though this made the Taliban angry, she kept speaking out for girls' education. Now, I want you to remember the word advocate. It means to support or speak for a cause. So, saying Malala is an advocate for equal educational rights means she is a person who tries her best to support equal education. Her story attracted worldwide attention. More than 2 million people signed a statement supporting equal education in Pakistan. Because of this global support, the Pakistani government changed its policies to ensure equal education rights for boys and girls. Also, the Malala Fund was established to help girls around the world get education. Finally, in 2014, Malala won the Nobel Peace Prize. We've reviewed the story of Malala. I would like to check if you all understand the content of the story. Please open the Google form link I shared in the chat or on our online platform. You will see several questions about Malala's story. Let's take 5 minutes to answer them. Before we finish the story, let's talk about Malala's powerful words from her speech at the United Nations. She said, "Let us pick up our books and pens. They are our most powerful weapons. One child, one teacher, one book, and one pen can change the world." Remember last time, after we finished reading this story, I asked you to post ideas on Padlet to share your thoughts and interpretations of this sentence. Let's break down the meaning of this quote. One child means each and every one of us has the potential to make a difference in the world. One teacher shows how important teachers are. They help us learn and grow. One book represents knowledge. Books give us new ideas and open our minds. One pen stands for writing and expressing our thoughts. Writing can change opinions and inspire action. Now, let me ask you a question. Why do you think these 4 things together can change the world? Let's talk about this question about 3 minutes. I like your answers very much because education gives people the power to think, to dream, and to take action. Even one person can start a big change. So finally, remember, education is the key to unlock your potential. You have the power to change the world with learning, courage, and your own unique voice. Throughout the semester, we have looked at many different types of graphic organizers. These are very convenient diagrams for summarizing the key points of an article. Today, we will try to use some to present the key points of Malala's story. For Group 1 and 2, you were assigned to use a cause and effect graphic organizer to help us understand the events in Malala's story more clearly. Therefore, we can see the reasons behind Malala's actions and the results of something happening. Well done, Group 1 and 2. Group 3 and 4, you were asked to use a timeline, which is a good tool to show the key events of a story in the order they happened, from the beginning to the end. That's what we call chronological order. From the timeline made by Group 3 and 4, we can see the big picture of Malala's life. With the handy timeline GO chart, you can easily retell Malala's story in order. You can also understand how each event connects to the next. That's why we say a timeline is a good way to summarize a story. Another graphic organizer is 5W1H chart. Members in Group 5 and 6 answered 6 basic questions, which are also the key elements of a storytelling. These questions help improve our reading comprehension. By thinking about these questions, we learn to identify the main ideas and details in a passage. I'm sure students in Group 5 and 6 will think it easy to write a summary because the 5W1H chart gives you a clear structure to follow. Today, we used different GO charts to look at the same story. Even the story didn't change. The way we understand it and talked about it was different. The timeline helped us understand the sequence of events. The 5W1H chart helped us break the story down into basic elements. The cause and effect chart helped us see the reasons and results behind each action. By using different GO charts, we started to analyze the story, organize it, and made deeper connections. So next time you read a passage, remember, how you organize the information can change how well you understand it. That's the power of visual thinking and structured learning. Great work today. Now, let's talk about SDGs. The United Nations created 17 SDGs to make the world better by 2030. Today we focus on 2, SDGs 4 and SDGs 5. SDG 4 is quality education, which focuses on ensuring that everyone can get a good education. SDG 5 refers to gender equality, which aims to make sure girls and boys have the same rights. Malala's story echoes SDGs 4 and 5. I want you to check the content of SDGs 4 and 5 on the UN website. Then open the Google Doc link I shared in the video and write down the detailed information you search on the web page about SDG 4 and SDG 5. Also, there are some questions on the Google Doc which I would like you to answer. Simple questions might be like, why do you think education is important for everyone, especially for girls? And the answer might be, yes, education helps people improve their lives and make smart decisions. But in some countries, girls cannot go to school because of poverty or discrimination. Other question might be like, what can we do to help? And the possible answer is, we can raise awareness, support organizations that help girls, and respect girls' rights at school and home. Now, let's try a short role play. Imagine you're Malala. You want to tell people why education is important. Repeat after me. Education is a right, not a privilege. Good. You can use this sentence to encourage others. Next, think about a slogan that supports girls' education by yourself and create a poster with your own slogan on it. A simple poster might be like this. You can write down your slogan on top of the paper or in the middle of the paper, anywhere you want to put it, and do some drawing as background. Next time when we meet, each of you will have to show your posters and share the slogans with your friends. Thank you for joining today's lesson. Keep learning English and caring about our world.